Hey everybody, today I'm going to be looking at this. This is the KZ AZ20, and this is a TWS HD Bluetooth upgrade ear hook from KZ. Now we did the sound test, so we obviously know the microphone is very good on it, and we'll get in more into the specs and everything in just a second. I'm going to just put that up there for now. Inside the box, of course, you can get the case with the ear hooks that are inside. There's the ear hooks, CCA Duo on the ear hooks right now. This area here, there is like some soft material in there so you don't get your things all scratched up when they're moving around. It generously fits IMs. I tried a whole bunch of different ones like AZ20 and the Joy Audio. And of course, those are on the bigger side. They fit in here perfectly. The D-Fi, the Krilla. My favorite on this was the Krilla. The last one I tried, obviously, was the Duo, so that's on there just for show. I'm going to take them. They are magnetic, so there's magnets that hold them in place, but that's usually, you get that on everything, earbuds. There's a nice wide arc here, so it is very comfortable. This is all silicone rubber. This part is plastic. There's the charging thing. You have your button there for your different functions and taking calls and stuff. Your Bluetooth indicator lights on both sides. And just ultimately, it's very comfortable. It's got the KZ style 2-pin connector, which is a QDC connector. And it fits every KZ and every CCA model. And of course, there's a bunch of other models out there that use a similar connector that it probably would fit. But for testing purposes, that's what I used with this. You get your charging cable, and you get your manual. Now, it should be noted, this does not support fast charging, so do not use a fast charger, rapid charger, whatever, one of the more powerful chargers, any quick charger. Don't use that with this. It says right on it, do not use that with this. Just use a regular USB connector, maybe an old power pack, or maybe use your computer or your switch or whatever you have to charge it up. Do not use a rapid charger on this. There's USB-C. And I'm just going to put this down. Actually, I'll pop that open so you can see the hooks there. And that's the packaging, and that's basically what's in the box. Now, this one comes with a Qualcomm QCC 5171 chipset mini-gear thing, which supports various lossless audio decoding from aptX HD lossless. It's got a lot of, I'll just read them out in a minute. It's Bluetooth 5.3, Snapdragon sound technology. It's got 3 performance modes and a long battery life and very low latency and like almost zero noise floor. I didn't hear any myself for this. Looking at it, it's talking about the chipset. They used one of the better ones that they could have used. They could have gone all the way down to the bottom, but and done even like Realtek and some of the other generic ones. But they decided to go with Qualcomm, and they went with one of the top of the heaps, which is very efficient, and it covers just a lot of different codecs. You have CD lossless and high resolution audio with LE audio. You have the Kalimba Audio DSPs, dual 240 megahertz Qualcomm chips, and it covers everything: aptX, adaptive, aptX HD, regular aptX, SBC, and AAC. The only one it does not cover is LDAC, and that is a code that's owned by Sony, so they would have had to pay Sony instead of Qualcomm, or actually in this case they would have had to pay both. So, honestly, some of those aptX are very good, and LDAC is very, very good sounding. CD lossless LE audio sounds excellent, and unless you have them side by side, I don't even know if I could pick out the difference, to be quite honest. So we got Bluetooth 5.3. We got all of those different audio codes. 24-bit, 384 kilohertz. Excellent. Overall, so it's got good ergonomics. Like we said, they just purposely designed the ear hook to be a little bit on the wider side. Let me just pop it out so you can see that it is a little on the wider side, and of course it is rubberized. There's no pressure on your ear either. So build quality and comfort, definitely would give it high marks for that. Now you have 3 modes. You have a bass boost mode. You have a gaming mode, which just eliminates the latency that you would get. And you have a balance mode, which offers a well-rounded and balanced audio sound. And that was the one I basically concentrated on. The bass boost was very, very good. Definitely not necessary with a lot of different KZs, especially the older ones. It's got good battery life. You get 6 hours out of a full charge, 54 hours including the case. The case has a 800 milliamp battery in it. And the ear hooks themselves have a 35 milliamp battery. You can recharge it 9 times from the case without having to charge the case. The total playing time, I said, is 6 hours. Bluetooth range was 15 meters. We tested that out. Yes, surprisingly, it actually did go further than even some of the expensive over-ears that I had. It's Type-C, of course, and like I said, do not use a fast charger with this. So other than that basic information, it supports codes. It's got a really good chipset. They could have gone with a cheap one. They decided to go with a more expensive one, and it shows. It's very comfortable. It's extremely simple. You just plug it in, you open up the case, and your IMs are good to go. And like I said, inside the case, there is plenty of room for even those big chunky ones. Even that old one, which was like an A10 or something like that. The one with all balanced armatures that was just completely square. Like it was even squarer than the Joy Audio one. It definitely fits them in the case, so you have no worries there. Simple, just plug it in. As long as it's a KZ connector, it will fit. I do not think these will fit Belon. I haven't tried, to be quite honest, because I just had so many, different KZs that I just wanted to try them all. I went all the way back to like the NRA from CCA and the ZT, is it ZXT Pro? Yeah, so just all the way back then, and everything sounded good. Like I said, my favorite one with this is if you don't have an IM from KZ, I would recommend getting the Krilla, because that's just a very, very good sounding IM. And putting it on this, and you literally have a super enjoyable experience. Now, like I said, this presents the sound extremely well balanced. It has a nice openness to the upper end, the treble. There's no harshness whatsoever. There's no distortion or any interference. Dynamics are good. The mids are very, very presentable. They sound good, depending on the IM, of course. A lot of times when you do things like this and dongle decks, whatever you're listening to affects the sound. Obviously, if I had a set of JLab wired things and I plugged them into something, they're going to sound like JLab. You can't make them sound any better. Maybe slightly, but a thing is a thing. I can't make a hot dog taste like a hamburger. So that said, these have a very nice, well-rounded, balanced signature with good details and good dynamics overall. Nice treble presentation, nice mid presentation, nice soundstage presentation. Nothing added on that would make it feel holographic or anything else like that. It's just nice overall, in my opinion. And yeah, they go good with a lot of different things. If you like the Duo, then put the Duo on it. If you like the Krilla, which is just fantastic, I would go with that as well. After I'm done with this review, I'm definitely going to go back to either the ZVX or the Krilla on these. So, excellent product, nice build quality, very good internals, and it performs well. It really does perform well, and there is a decent amount of volume to them as well. And like I said, the call quality and the microphone quality of these, we did the test already. It was excellent. So overall, good high marks for the KZ AZ20. Definitely an extremely useful product. Coming up on, we're not quite 10 minutes, but I'm going to cut it off right here. Thank you so much for watching. Please be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.